All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Uma coming to you live on Wednesday, December 12th, 12/12, as we get ready to do your daily reading of the day. Hi, Tiffany. Good morning. Come on in, guys. Let's get these cards going. Hi, Kliko and Deborah. Hello, Navisop on Instagram. Come on in, guys. So I have some really cool news from my little angel family here. I had some of my article published by Bravo. Let's start with that. While we wait for everybody to come in and we're chit-chatting, let's keep chit-chatting. I had, some of my article published by Bravo TV Online. And I had totally a meltdown moment yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, that actually happened. So they did an article. They were doing an article on how to identify energy vampires and moochers in your life. And I was asked my opinion, being that I own a wellness center. So I shared my opinion. They featured 4 experts in the article, and they listed me as the main expert, and they used 2 of my suggestions in the article. So I'm totally excited. I'm going to ask all you guys to bum rush, of course, Bravo TV Online website, find the article, and like, share, right? Let's get it out there. It actually has good information. I read what the other experts wrote. I read, of course, reread mine. We had really good advice. So it's all there. I will try to post the link to that article here. But if you're friends with me on Facebook, or if you follow my page, I of course blasted it all over Facebook, because it's not every day a girl gets some of her advice published in something that big. So for those of you joining in, welcome. Good morning. Come on in. We're getting ready to do the morning reading for today. And I want to give a big shout out to my Georgia people. Guess what? I'm going to be in your area. The Open Mind Center is bringing myself and Rob down on January 25th in January 2019 to do a one-day workshop, New Year, New You workshop. So for all my Georgia people, if you want a personal reading with me in person, if you want to come to the event, you are going to check out the Open Mind Center. They're going to have the event up. And I'm working with someone from Georgia. We already have a Facebook event up, so I'll be talking more about it. I'll be posting it. But not just Georgia alone. I mean, hello, Florida. Hello, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, right? Come on, guys, let's meet up. The Friday, Rob and I will be doing a talk on what it means to live the awakened life. I will have my book there, of course, The Awakened Life, this book. I will be autographing and signing and talking about it. And then I'm also available for some 30-minute readings, as is Rob. He's available for 30-minute spiritual healings on Friday, and then Saturday is the workshop. So hi, Brandy. Good morning. So if you're in the Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina area, come on out to the Open Mind Center in Roswell, Georgia. That is where I will be. Good morning, Lou. Good morning, Jen. YouTube. You guys are all out there. And Instagram is slowly waking up. Hello, Lelit. Coming in from Instagram. Hello there. All right. We got our peeps. We leave no man behind, correct? So we were just chit-chatting and talking while everybody got in. So let's see what the energy is like for today. Lou, I would absolutely love to come to California. I've been asked repeatedly. We're just trying to get a center to host me to come. I will absolutely love to come to California. So let's talk about it. All right. But for now, good morning, Julia. Hi, Deanna. Deanna's my favorite. She's my instructor at Lotus Signature Massage School, the manager of Lotus Signature Massage School, and she's also a healer and dynamic goddess. You guys will be seeing more of Deanna in the year as we go on. But let's get to our reading, okay? What is the energy for today? We have the waiting game, Stand your ground. It's getting heavy in here, guys. What's going on? Balance. All right. You're being tested. Some of you, not all of you, because I'm feeling like, okay, by the way I work is I see the timelines and I see the dimensions, but I see different ones, especially when I do a collective read like this. So Julia's like, oh my God, already, right? So we're going to start with, for some of you, you're being tested. There's people who are actively like pushing your buttons, right? And you have to of course stand your ground. That's what spirit is telling you, but you also have to maintain balance in your life. You see, the only reason these people can test you is because you're not on your A game. Does that make sense? Either you're tired or you're exhausted or you need to eat. I have to say that sometimes you have to eat. Jen says, my mother. Not that you're calling anybody out, Jen, but yeah. Right? Yeah, you have to take care of yourself. So today's a call. Look at the number there, 11, right? And we'll get into the angel number in a second. But look at the number there, 11. And as I'm saying, okay, so I'm holding this, and it's underneath how many people are watching this on YouTube, which is 11. So 11, 11. Are you all listening, please? Does spirit need to shout? Raju says, ridiculously makes sense. Was tested last night and was reminded I am not of my highest vibration. That's it, guys. All right. First of all, stand your ground. Don't let anybody push you around. Don't let anybody tell you anything about you, right? But concerning that individual, patience. This is a very positive card because this says they're going to come around. So whoever is testing you, whether it's like Jen's mom or Raju or Julia, right? They're going to come around. It's just going to take some time. And you're going to have so much more satisfaction when they come around and you didn't lose too much energy over it. Does that make sense? So you have to just kind of like let it be. You just have to let it be. Now, for those of you who are not being tested, what I'm feeling is that you're trying to manifest something in your life, whether it's better finances, better career opportunities, this better relationship, and it's not here quite yet. That's why we have the waiting game. So what they're suggesting to you, those of you who aren't actually being tested by a person, but it's almost like you're being tested by the universe, what they're saying to you is you have to assert what you want. Okay? Hello, Sahik. So you have to assert what you want. By the way, if you guys are liking my videos, can you send the hearts up on Instagram? Can you click like on the YouTube? Because that really helps. It really does. So for those of you not being tested by people, you're being tested by the universe, and spirit's reminding you, you have to make that call to the universe and say what it is that you want. You can't sit there and say, well, I kind of want this or I kind of want that. And in doing that, you have to create the balance within your life to give you the energy to do that call. Jen says, mine told me her friend found a rich husband for me. Oh, lovely. Because my fiance isn't good enough for her, apparently. Brandy says, yeah, that's me, universe testing me. Absolutely. Guys, sometimes we feel like we're going through things on our own. And that's why I've been doing these videos. Because if we talk together as a community, right, we can put our barriers down, we can put our weapons down, and we can come in vulnerability and say, hey, I'm freaking suffering, okay? I'm going crazy. Can somebody help me? I had somebody very, very important to me reach out to me yesterday for a reading. I'm not going to name them because they're well known. They're one of my mentors. And they reached out to me because they were literally in a life or death situation. I was so nervous to do the reading. But you know what? It reminded me, because my mentor she's so beautiful in her spirit. She came to me in vulnerability. And even when she's coming to me for a reading, guess what? She is still teaching me. That's the mark of a true teacher, in her vulnerability, right? So today, and it's interesting because wait till I tell you guys, wait till I tell you guys the reading I'm doing for you guys that are watching live. It's interesting what's going on here because I picked a different deck today to do your individual reading, and now it's making sense to me what Spirit's doing with this. So there's tests all around. Yesterday, as some of you on Facebook who are following me on Facebook, as you saw, I got tested, right? There was this person who completely, you know what I don't like? I don't like spiritual bypassing. I don't like when people, well, it's not even spiritual, it's just being an ass, honestly. I don't like when people just absolutely ignore you or pretend you don't exist. I have a very hard time with that because that to me is the worst thing you can do to a person. When I was growing up, I had this aunt who I would talk to her and she would ignore me to the point where she played a game with my brother and say, let's pretend Uma's invisible. And I would be crying and screaming and she would not pay any attention to me. And I've always had this thing about if people talk to me, I look at them in their eyes, I pay attention. It's so debilitating when you don't acknowledge a person. And yesterday on Facebook, someone wrote something really nice because of something I did. I sent somebody to her and, she was talking about it. And another person came on and claimed it and just pretty much was like, no, I did all that. I was so hurt. I was so completely hurt. But you know what? I didn't respond. I talked to the person that posted. We talked about it. We healed. We acknowledged the truth of the situation, not her crazy story. Guess what happened? After I hung up the phone, right after that, I got a Google alert that Bravo TV Online picked up my article and I was the lead expert in that article. So that is how God works. That is how the universe works. And I'm sharing that story to remind you guys that you have the power in this. Okay? Your angel number today, 272. 272 is your angel number today. Yeah, Brandy, it was terrible. It was terrible. Oh, she did terrible things to me. She made me we went playing one time and my skin was itching. I wanted to take a shower and she made me wait. She wanted to shower my brother first. And he even remembered it. He's like, why can't she shower? Just let her shower before me. I'm fine. But she did things to make my life miserable. And I grew up with a lot of that pain and emotional and mental torture. And that's why it's like, I think I have such a tolerance for people when they're lashing out. Like this woman yesterday, she completely lashed out at me in another separate incident. Have tolerance for these people because remember, they're going to come around. That's for you guys. And then the universe also is going to take you out of this testing period. All right. Now here's what's funny. I wanted to pull a card for you guys today that are watching live from the Life Purpose deck with the understanding Spirit. What do you guys need to do today? Because of course the Life Purpose deck has things in there like artist, teacher, healer, whatever, right? So I wanted to pull a card today for those of you following live and say, hey, what do they need to be today? Do they need to be the artist, be the healer, be the teacher? What do they need to be today to help them out of this? Now, I picked this deck up before we did your reading. So for those of you who are being tested by someone, for those of you who are being tested by the universe, this is going to be especially helpful. It's pretty much Spirit's message to you saying, hey, we're going to give you an out, and here is the out. Brandy says, family can be some of our, oh, girl. I'm going to write a book just on that one aunt. She was a work of art, and she still is to this day. I see her around, and I used to say hello to her, and she would still, again, walk past me like I don't exist. So I just stopped saying hello to her at this point. It's not worth it. It's just, you move on. People are miserable. And then, even with that, we don't know what's going on in their lives, like why they have to be that way. So maybe it's terrible. I don't know. Maybe she's unhappy. All right. So for those of you watching live, here's your card. What does Spirit want you to be today to help you out of your situations? So all are down except one. And of course, didn't I say it? Be the healer. Be the healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. So Raju, Jen, Julia, you have to be the healer today. And Brandy and everyone else who's being tested by the universe, you have to be the healer today. So for those of you being tested by a person, right? If you do energy work, you send healing to them. And for those of you that are being tested by the universe, right? You send healing to the planet. Okay? Whether you put your hands in dirt and you pray, or you buy a plant and take it in out of the cold at Home Depot and Walmart and bring it into your warm home, you be the healer today. Brandy says, I am dressed just like that card right now. There you go. There you go, Brandy. That's your card for today. All right, my loves, I'm going to sign off. But before I go, I have to tell you guys, right? Remember, I'm going to be in Georgia in January 25th at Open Mind Center. I was invited to come down. Please come see me. Let's make it up. Let's tear it up in Georgia, Roswell, Georgia. Let's see what's going on over there. So friend me on Facebook, find my page, Uma Alexandra BPAT on Facebook. All right, let's start meeting up. Don't you guys want to see me in person? Don't you want to get these readings in person? You're welcome, Deanna. Welcome, Julia. You're so welcome. And for those of you who are interested in learning Reiki, my beautiful, beautiful partner, Rob Pritchard of the Healing Frequency, will be teaching Reiki 1 and 2 at Lotus Wellness Center in January, that first Sunday. You're welcome, Brandy. Jen says it's actually her birthday today. There you go. Send light. Send a healing plant. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you back tomorrow. Bye, my loves.